Welcome back. Missy Heydrich, and so happy to be joined now by Iowa State. Head coach Bill Fennelly, 29th season at Iowa State. And yes, the dean of the Big 12 coaches. This team, 22-10 a year ago, 11-7 in Big 12 play, but the 2023 Big 12 tournament champions right down in Municipal. It was also the 21st appearance in the NCAA tournament for the Iowa State program. Here with Coach, two of his senior student athletes, Emily Ryan and Naimir Dew. Coach, I'm going to start with you. Much to the dismay of fans and pundits who think that it should happen all of the time, winning championships at anything is really hard. So knowing the type of season, some tough losses, big wins in the regular season, but to be able to get that Big 12 tournament championship, not only what did that mean to you, to that team, but then also that momentum piece for you headed into this year?
You know, Missy, I think, like you said, anytime you win a championship, it's a reflection of all the work that everyone has done, not just over 1 year. I thought it was a great way for Iowa State, that's been such a big part of this tournament at Municipal, to close that building for this tournament. Ashley Jones is arguably one of the greatest collegiate players ever, so it was a great way for her to end her career. But certainly, when you win a conference championship in a league like this, and the way we had to do it and who we beat to get there, I think says a lot about our players, our coaching staff, our fans. It was truly something I'll never, ever forget. And that trophy's in my office, and no one's ever going to take that away from us. So we're very, very proud to say we won the Big 12 tournament.
You talked about the teams that you have to beat and how tough this Big 12 is, and I think anybody can have that conversation year in and year out, but it looks a little different now this year. You've got 4 new teams that have joined, all bring a different style. As you sit back and reflect about what this looks like, how do you prepare for this season and it being different but yet somewhat the same?
For us, we're going to prepare the same way. Obviously, we're going to play 4 teams that we've never played before. I think we played Cincinnati maybe 15 years ago. So I think you have to try and find that out. We played BYU really early, so you're going to have to do some work there. You're going to new places, so that it's not just the team, it's the travel and how you go about preparing. But it'll be fun to do it. I think our kids are excited about it. I know our fans are. So, we're going to play 18 games, and I used to really worry about where, who, when. Now it's like I don't really care. Here's the 18, 9 at home, 9 on the road, and we'll play when we're supposed to.
And then you'll be right back here in this building. For media friends out there, if you do have a question, please raise your hand and we will bring a microphone over to you. One more for you, Coach, before I ask these young ladies a couple questions. I know, probably without really even having to ask you, that you're looking at these two for that core of your leadership this season, both on and off the floor. So what sets them apart? What do you need from them this year? And how does that come with a lot of new faces and newcomers?
Yeah, I think that was it right there, Miss, is that, we have a team. We'll probably be the least experienced team for sure in the Big 12, and maybe one of the least experienced teams in the country. So you have to rely on people that have been part of what we do, how we go about our business every day, not just playing, but how do we manage our program. And we have 13 kids on our team, and these 2 are the only 2 that have played much at all. So there's a lot on their plate. They've accepted that. Being a leader isn't just when it's convenient and easy for you. You truly do have to sacrifice yourself at times and do it the right way. And these 2 have done it in an amazing fashion. And I've said this before, Emily Ryan's the greatest leader I've ever been around. She does it every day, all day. She epitomizes we over me. Nai's done a great job of following in that, and we're really lucky to have them. And I think our young guys have really learned what it means to be an Iowa State student athlete, and they've learned from these 2.
Naimir, I'm going to ask you the first question. 2 seasons at Iowa State, you had 1 at Butler. You played in all 32 games a year ago. There are a lot of great venues in women's basketball, but Hilton Coliseum in the Big 12 really is one of them. And as a female student athlete, what does that mean? Because that fan support doesn't happen everywhere. What does that mean for you? How do you talk to the younger players in your team about embracing that and representing your university?
Yeah, for sure, Missy. I think it just allowing myself to be able to have played at Hinkle Fieldhouse and then coming to Hilton Coliseum, just knowing that we have a great community and great fan base behind us no matter where we go. Wherever we go, the fan base will be watching and they'll be loving and supporting us no matter what. But then also just not taking that to not taking that into other places and being like, oh, this is not home, but it makes our home court so much more valuable, so much more special to us, and just allowing them to be like, hey guys, you have to work hard in the dark because in the light there will be so many people there, and you shouldn't just be like, oh, whatever, it's fine. It's at the end of the day, it's only like we get like I think like about 20 or something games at home, and it's like that is so special to be able to play in front of all these people and be like, hey, this is our home, we are never going to disappoint, they love us no matter what, but don't take that to your advantage, and just allowing them to work hard and continue just like shine in the light and stuff. So
your game, both inside and outside. I know Coach asked a lot of you to do a little bit of everything, but in the off season, what were some of your main focuses to take your game to the next level for this year?
Yeah, one of the biggest thing is mindset, and just turning that mindset to be more offensive threat and at every point and every time, and just like knowing that my teammates need that. I could be the one to take a hard shot if that has to be the one, and sometimes like taking the hard shot and missing it, but that offensive rebound might be our best offense in that just one little play. So like I think the coaches instilled a great confidence in us and just allowing us to be like, hey, you might need to take this tough shot and it might be hard, but it's okay because your teammate got your back. But then also just going back and playing defense. And like that is where I love to play. Like defense is where it is for me. So allowing myself to just play defense and that confidence just bring right back to the other side of the court. So.
Well, I think if you're willing to play defense, I think you're going to get some minutes. So it seems like that would be pretty logical for me. No, it was not big on my list. I can tell you that. Emily Ryan, preseason All Big 12 selection. She led the Big 12 a year ago in minutes played. 36 plus per game, 2 back-to-back seasons with over 200 assists. I know you've had some healing to do. It probably took you out of the gym a little bit over the course of the summertime. But I want to ask, A, how are you doing? How are you feeling physically? And as you've gotten back in the gym, what's been the focus for you?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good. Body's feeling good. We're just slowly working our way back. Don't want to be doing too much too early. So just been getting through that process. But coming back into the gym, just trying to get the game back to where it needs to be, conditioning-wise, and then just always trying to sharpen your skills and do what you need there.
Coach mentioned how young this team is and the inexperience. It's a very highly touted freshman class that comes to Ames. You've been at this a while. He's given you a lot of responsibility. You've seen the ups and downs. What are some maybe bits of advice? What have you talked to those youngsters about to get them ready, not only to play at home in front of great fans, but you're going to have to go on the road to some really tough places in this league?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just focus on winning every single day. So whether that's a day we just have practice, it's a matter of just having the best practice you can possibly have. If it happens to be a game day, you just want to focus on winning that one game. So just being where our feet are and just focusing on that moment is going to be really important for us, especially since we have a newer group, and so they're going to be going through a lot of new things. And a basketball season is a long season, and there's a lot of ups and there's a lot of downs, and so just trying to ride the waves of those and trying to stay steady is going to be important for us.
Coach, as practices happen and started, I mean, you get your spring, summer. I know you had a European and international time frame. You got those extra practices this summer, but as you get into fall, this is the grind time. So what have you liked from this group as they've been in the gym? What have you seen from some of these young players?
No, I like our team a lot, Missy. I really do. I like the way they've shown up every single day. I take really, a lot of notes every practice, like a lot of coaches. And, yeah, every day hasn't been great, aesthetically. But there has not been one day they've been in the gym where I felt like we didn't want to be there. We're trying to balance pace. We talk about pace and purpose, and now we have to add patience to that. And I think our players have done that. We're mixing and matching every combination we can think of. So far, so good. This is the worst time. There's no game to look forward to, and as a student, as a basketball player, you know this is really hard. So we scrimmage this Saturday, so I think they're all excited about that. And once the games start coming, I think it's a little easier. But so far, I could not be more proud of the way they've approached every day, and we're doing things we need to do to get better.
How'd you approach the non-con, knowing what lies ahead in the Big 12? What do you want to see from this group early when you do hit real games?
Well, our non-conference schedule is probably a little too ambitious, but we play all the in-state schools every year, and we have a lot of other really good games. So it's one of those things that you just build your schedule and you see what happens. But I like the balance of it. I like the teams that we're playing. We always try and play a lot of different styles in the non-conference because our league is so different. So hopefully you don't see a team in the Big 12 that you've never seen anything in the non-conference. So we kind of go about it that way, and I think we did that this year.
All right, I have one more question for Emily and for Nye, and because it was kind of amazing to me. You can find anything on the internet these days, but there was a TikTok. Someone got this man to do a TikTok dance prior to, I believe it was your home media day. A, how did you get him to do it? And B, how did he let it out on the internet?
Well, let's just say we're going on year number 2 of this.
Okay.
Let's just put that out there.
Okay.
So I think year number 2 is easier than year number 1. Year number 1 was very like, guys, someone just walk into the office and ask, please. I think it just goes to show how much Coach Fenn loves us no matter what. Like, he doesn't just talk about basketball to us. He actually really cares about us. And we just want to have a little fun sometimes. Like, it gets so serious at points that, hey, someone was able to just be like, hey, Coach Fenn, can you make a TikTok for us? And he was like, yeah. And just like, we can have fun too. So.
Well, I applaud that. Nicely done. Nicely done. Well, yes. All right. Well, best of luck to both of you. Thank you, Coach, for your time.
Thank you, Missy.
And we will be back with the contingent from the University of Texas in just a moment.